Oh, hey, Chris. How was the colonoscopy?
Oh, brutal, man. I don't know, something snapped off and it's just hurting.
Yikes. Sorry about that. Hey, you know how some dogs sort of look like their owners? What if case makers shared the same traits as their cases?
That's ridiculous.
No, it kind of works, right? I mean, because like the Pure Base 600 is cool, right? And you're arguably cool, right? The case is super quiet, and you've always been on the soft-spoken side.
Yeah.
See, it's totally true.
Actually, there's one more thing we have in common.
What's that?
Well, after the colonoscopy, I think I also support a 360mm radiator.
Does that like include push-pull or?
The Pure Base 600 from Be Quiet offers a tempered glass side panel, sound damping material, and a highly versatile design. Ships with a pair of powerful Pure Wings 2 fans and intentional support for 360 radiators. Click the link in the description for more info.
What's cracking, people? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today we are building a full-blown system from the ground up. The objective of this build is going to be so that theoretically those of you who might be building a system of your own at home can assemble it almost in real time as you watch me build mine. And so this is really just to help those of you who are maybe new to PC building, if it's your first time, or if you just need a refresher on how to assemble this stuff. So hopefully that makes sense, and it's going to be a lengthier video because of that. It's just more of a casual and relaxed environment to teach users or new users how to build a PC. I will say that even if you're not building a Ryzen system, so I'm building an AMD Ryzen PC, even if you're building an Intel-based computer, you can still apply 95% of what I'm going to be doing today to your system. It doesn't really matter. The only real differences are the CPU installation, which is a breeze on either platform, and CPU cooler installation, which in itself can vary greatly even on the same platform depending on which manufacturer of cooler you're going with. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, am I just building this computer just for you guys? No, of course not. This is actually going to be my cousin's gaming PC that I helped him assemble, or that I helped him pick out the parts for. I actually did a video, you can go ahead and check that out, where I sort of make a parts list, and that parts list looks drastically different from the hardware you see before me because I went back to the drawing board several times and was like, no, that doesn't make sense. That's stupid. So I've swapped it out from, it was originally going to be an Intel system, and now it's AMD Ryzen. What do you know? It just seemed to make more sense with his budget and stuff. For those of you curious, the build we're looking at today is around $1,200 MSRP, you know, give or take $100 or so, depending on the prices, how they fluctuate all the time and stuff. But let's go ahead and go over the parts, shall we? One by one. I'm going to do it really quick because we've got a lot of building to do right afterwards. So first off, our CPU of the hour is the Ryzen 5 1600. It's a 6-core, 12-thread part. It boosts up to 3.6 gigahertz. I am going to try to push that a bit further with a manual overclock for Brandon. He's not into overclocking. He's not too familiar with it, so I'm going to try to squeeze the most performance out of it as I can with the help of this cooler. Now, this was originally the cooler that Brandon bought and paid for is this one right here. This is the Cryorig H7, a really great price to performance cooler. However, I forgot to tell Brandon to also pick up or order an AM4 bracket to go along with it because it doesn't come with one, so it's not supported with Ryzen natively out of the box. So it's going to take probably a few weeks for that bracket to get here. So in the meantime, we're using this Noctua NH U12S. Fantastic cooler. Brandon can decide if he wants to keep this one or swap it out for the H7 once the bracket arrives and that sort of thing. So that takes care of that. We've also got a B350 Tomahawk motherboard from MSI. This is a fantastic little budget board. I believe that this is one of the ones that has a PLX chip, so it supports Crossfire and all that jazz. It's really nice, sort of a black and red color scheme. Actually, the red is very subtle on the VRM heatsinks. Probably shouldn't clash with anything else in the rig, but fantastic little board here that is going to be paired with the GTX 1070 Superclock Edition from good old EVGA. This is still, I think, one of the more affordable 1070s that you can find on the market. However, it's a blazing fast card, and it's certainly going to kick ass and raid some frames for today's system. The memory kit, I almost forgot about that down there. It's a the 16 gigabyte kit. Where'd you get that 18 gigabyte kit from? 16 gig kit of G.Skill